We'll wait for some people to show up and then we'll go live. Hello, Inside Freedom, what's going on? Thought I'd do like a pre-chat before that other chat with the guys. Not trying to steal their thunder, just they're not on right now, so I thought I'll do my little thing and come on here and see what happens. So, how y'all doing tonight? Chilling in East Tennessee for the evening. What time is it over there? It is 8:21 p.m. here, Central Time, where I'm at. Who else we got out there? We got two people watching. 9:21. So you're an hour ahead of me, East Coast. That's right. Right, and then West Coast 2 hours behind me. Yeah, yeah, that's right. 2 hours back. So California, it is 6:22 over there. How was your weekend? Do anything special? Anything interesting? Who else we got? I'm just messing around here. Chuck Connors. Chuck Connors. Hey, Red and Inside. I don't know. I got one person now, so it might just be you. I don't know if what's Inside left or not. But I'm kind of doing like a little pre-chat before that other chat starts. So I figure I got a little bit of time, 20, 30 minutes before they kick that off. Can't get Hangouts to connect to be on the foreign and domestic chat. Can't get Hangouts to connect. I don't think they started their chat yet, but when their chat does start, just let me know, man, and then I can wrap things up here and go support them on their chat. Again, not to take the spotlight from them or anything like that. Just thought I'd come on here and see what's going on. It is dark out here, so the light is from. I can turn this down if it's too bright. No, but then you can't see anything. So I'll leave it up. Yeah, so you had a good weekend, Chuck? Insight? No views now. Okay. Unless my internet's slow. Let's see. Just trying to mess with some features here. Forgive me, guys. I'm just trying to mess around with this and see how this works. Did I get that to go away? Okay. 1-1. Oh, so I'll just blabber here. I'll just blabber on, just chat about whatever. But today I went to go see Grandpa Red, and no, it hasn't. Hangouts give me trouble on my phone. Came over to Knoxville today for my soon-to-be stepdaughter's birthday. Okay, that's good. That's a good day, man. Make time for family. That's always can be always a challenge sometimes when you have a busy life, busy schedule. Um, I'm waiting on a phone call right now for my soon-to-be first grandson. Um, we'll have a drive in Texas. Everything is a drive, unless you're going down the street. But yeah, getting ready for that phone call. Grandson, so family for sure. Yeah, granddad Red was good. Yeah, he's good. He's getting older, and it's good to spend some quality time with him. I'll have to upload a video that I did with him earlier. Max, that's enough. Anything like raccoons or squirrels or anything like that back there, or people passing with their dogs back there, he just starts barking. So my neighbor's dog was barking up a storm earlier too, but hopefully that's that. Yeah, yeah, not a whole lot going on. Just went to go visit my grandpa. Took him to go eat breakfast. Took him back home. Just spent some time with him, and just enjoying these moments, enjoying the moments that I have with him. So, um, what else? I didn't plan on saying much here. Just kind of wanted to check in with everyone, see who would be out there, who would not, and go from there. Having me a little drink. Went and had some drinks last night with some relatives. Been a beautiful weekend here in Tennessee. A lovely drive from Nashville to Knoxville with all spring green. Jared, you have to enjoy them while you can. Yes, you do. You have to enjoy the elders while they're here. Um, in fact, I'll do the video later. I'll upload his video. You have to enjoy. Yeah, the thing is that you just never know when that dreadful day comes, and or you get a phone call saying something's happened to so and so. But I always like to ask my grandpa questions when I'm there and just say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Or when he tells me stories about old guns or rifles that he's bought and he got them for cheap back then. He was telling me one about a 30-06 that he got from an old man who says, "I'm getting too old to hunt and wanted to sell the rifle." And my grandpa says, "I'll give you $100 cash." That was back in the day. You know, mu- rifles were not inexpensive to the point where we're just like you had to go get a loan or put it on credit. You could actually just pay, cash for guns. But he's got shotguns, single shot rifles for 30, $50. I mean, back then it was like nothing. But he said he got the 30-06, a box of ammo, and some other little stuff. Told the guy, "I'll give you $100," and because I need more money than that, so he gave him 120. And the guy said, "Deal done." And I laugh at those kind of stories because I thought it's so simple back then. Things were just so simple. It was a handshake and cash, and someone, and you just make the deal. Now we're worried about background checks. Is this person a criminal? Are they going to do the right thing with it? Are they going to use it in a crime? I mean, those are things you shouldn't have to worry about, but unfortunately, in this day and age, you have to worry about all those things. You can't just take them for granted. There goes a dog. Sorry about that, guys. Try to work on some projects today. I did two. I'll have to upload that video later. Just smaller things. I'm just kind of making use of the little food that I have. Max, that's enough. Oh man, the dogs. One barks and then another barks and another one down there barks. So yeah. So just waiting for the phone call. Went and had some drinks yesterday. That was fun. Just to just to have some beer and just chill. I had a couple things I wanted to talk about, and now I'm just kind of Max is your L Ray. Yeah, he's my boy. Shh, Max, that's enough. He's a good dog. It's just dogs hear other dogs bark, and that's it. Sets them off. But let's see, this month's gonna be over. Tomorrow's the 30th, right? Let me check my calendar here. Yep, last day of the month, and then we start a new month. Last day of the month, and then May's here, and it's like, and Cinco de Mayo is right around the corner. We got a couple people out there. Identify yourselves. Yeah, I was, just having some drinks the other night with some family members, and then Friday too, I finished that bottle when I did a live chat. Oh my God, I had a headache the next day of that Irish liqueur. I tore that whole thing up. I don't know why I did. I was just feeling good, and I thought I'll finish it up, and I knocked out. Like I just knocked out good. And I'm not really a drinker, but I guess these last days I've just been work has been busy, and then I've just been trying to just enjoy my life a little bit more and say, I have to count my blessings and have to get some dental work done this week. So that's not fun, but it's minor compared to like major stuff that other people have out there, like root canals and pulling teeth. Let's see. Yo, 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 you need a schedule, LOL. No. How's everyone doing? I do need a schedule. My mom's always offered me calendars. She's like, son, do you need a calendar? So I'm like, no, mom, I don't need a calendar. She's old school. She likes paper, pen and paper. She likes to see it on paper, not this computer stuff where you put it in your phone and schedule and electronics. She wants to see it on a piece of paper. That generation. Let me play you some audio here. I want to share this with you guys here. Let me bear with me here for a second. I'm gonna play you something from my grandfather. If you don't mind, I'd like to share this with you guys. Let me see if I can actually think about this life, people, huh? What advice you got to tell people? Okay. What advice are you got to tell other people, the young people today? They got it. They got it easy. They got it rough. They got it easy. They got it easy. Why? Well, it's just it's a lot different from the old time. Uh-huh. It's harder back then, huh? Yeah. Boy, yeah. I used to work my ass like hell. Yeah. Early in the morning, huh? Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about now when you look around and see everybody just? What do you think? Everybody, we in trouble or we doing better? Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Well, you just gotta get with it. That's all. Just do it, right? Get with it. Said the life keeps going, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I try to film little moments like that with him all the time. Inside freedom, shotguns are still the best all around gun. Yes, they are. I was thinking about that. I was thinking there's a couple shotguns out there that I do want to get my hands on eventually and will in time. But I still want to get an AK and I still want to get some other guns out there. Um, yeah, I'm always thinking about my grandfather, like what he thinks about the people that have passed on, his generation. Um, I lost a bunch of people. Just one person. It says one person out there. So whoever's out there listening to me, thank you. Hang in there. I'll keep chatting. I think the inside. I think my internet's slow because you guys are responding and it says one person and then it said 5 people. How about the tactical shotguns? Tactical shotguns, yeah, sure. I'm a favorite of the Woodstock ones. The Remington Wingmaster 12 gauge. I have that one still. My favorite shotgun of them all. I just like the wood classic ones. But yeah, the thing is that whatever gun is functional for you that you feel comfortable with, that you can operate, that you just shoot well with, that is a shotgun for you. If you need it to be tactical, if you need it to just be simplified, I say whatever you can shoot the best with, that's the shotgun for you. Don't get what other people get. Too many times I see people get these badass tactical side saddle and tactical light and these red red dot and lights on it, laser and like even the dildo stick one, like on the ARs on the shotguns. I'm like you just don't need all that. You don't need all that stuff. That's just fancy stuff for it. Let me read some of these comments here. Um, this month flew by. It sure did. This month flew by like nothing. And it seems like the older we get, the time. I mean, we I guess we pay attention to the time more. That that we see it and we're like, man, this month went by and the next month comes by and then before you know it, your birthday comes up and you're like, I'm already a year older and like, my God, like where's the time go? When you're young, it just seems endless, timeless. It just, I guess it's just perception. It's in your mind. Hang on a second here. Let's see. Um, Friday chat was outstanding, Red. I enjoy your discussions always. Oh, thank you. I love my 200. Yeah, the inside. Thank you. And Jared, you said you have a $200 Mossberg 88. I have the Maverick 88, the security model, the one that holds 7+1, I believe, 8 total. I have that one. Just basic, but it's a great gun. There's nothing wrong with it. I like it. I got that one too because it shoots the 3-inch shells, and my Remington Wingmaster only shoots the 2 3/4 shell size. It's nice, 3 or 4 years old. Looks badass. Yeah, definitely. Surgery makes a difference, and lately these last couple of weeks, my elbow's been it's been sore. I was doing some exercise in the garage, trying to just lift some weights or build some muscle up, and I think I overdid it, and I was like pulling the what is that, the elastic band, the rubber band, the there are different weights, and I was pulling that thing hard. And I was just working it, and then I ended up messing up my elbow, so I haven't been exercising. And but I think about like stuff like that. My shoulder, I fell on this shoulder a couple years ago, and when I exhaust it or use it a lot, or when I go to the gun shotgun range and I'm shooting the shotgun 50, 75 rounds, after a while it's just like it gets sore, and the next day I'm sore still. So definitely, depending on your body and your situation. Um, I know Trees are Blowing. I'm sure you know his channel. He's an older gentleman, and he has these straps for carpal tunnel on both his wrist, and he has trouble with the slide release. That's my wife back there with the slide release, and functioning the pistol that he's had to. I think he's had to change what firearms he uses or carries. Uh, Let me see. Never been shot. Hello. Yeah, never been shot. Thank God. I mean, knock on wood. All right. That's the one I bought. Shotgun is definitely. Um, I would say if the 12 gauge is a little too much of a kick for you, look into the 20 gauge. Nothing wrong with the 20 gauge. Um, they sell slugs. They sell uh, double aught buck, I believe, for the 20 gauge. I haven't shot 20 gauge in a long time, but there's different ammos for both the 12 and the 20 gauge. So uh, I always say a bullet in the ass is a bullet in the ass. It doesn't matter if it's a 380, if it's a 9, it's a 40, a 45. Uh, a bullet in the ass is still a bullet in the ass. So it doesn't matter. No, the shotgun has never been shot. Oh well, yeah, they're okay. Cool. Hey, three's a company, right? Or is that three a crowd? 410 is no joke. Yeah, I've shot a 410 too. My grandfather has I believe it's a Stevens 410 double barrel. I've shot that one. That's not Woodstock. That'll be a keeper when he passes it on to me. Um, the 410 also too. They sell slug shots for it too. So and that, to me, the 410, when I've shot it, it's like no kick. It's like it doesn't even feel like a shotgun. And I'm sure it depends if you're shooting the bird shot versus a slug versus the. I don't know if they sell the big pellets for that. I want to say they do, but the 410 is good too. I've shot clay target with 410. It's a little bit harder because you don't have that many beads, but or the pellets. I'm sorry. So 410 is no joke. Let's see. I want a 410 single shot for my son. Cool. Yeah, I know there's an older rifle out there where it's like, I think it's a 22. It's double barreled. They're stacked on top of each other. It's 22. You can put a 22 one single round in there, and I think the lower one is a 410 or 20 gauge or maybe a 12 gauge. They don't make those rifles anymore, but they're still out and about with circulation. If you find one, those are really cool. I mean, if you want to take a new beginner, young child to hunting, and you want to give them more than just one shot, I would say consider that. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting bit out here or something. I got these little candlesticks lit up, but damn mosquitoes come out, and it's just once they start, it's never ending. So that's my wife back there. We got 4 people now. It says I'm drinking pina colada with some rum in it. So it's been a weekend of just drinking and hanging out. So thank you. Let's see what else. What else do you want to talk about? Anything you on the on your mind? Anything you want to say or share? Or has that other chat started? The foreign and domestic. Does anyone know? Let me wait. Oh, sorry guys. Let me flip over back to mine. Let me mute that one. Yeah, those guys are pretty cool. There's about several of them on there, so um, I'm more of your low key kind of guy. So I'm loading 6.5. As I listen. Okay, cool. I haven't had a pina colada in 10 years. You know, Steve, I don't really drink pina coladas. I mean, I have been there recently, but I actually stopped just because of it was upsetting my stomach. So my wife, she got caught in the background. I was drinking those for a while, and then it would really upset my stomach. So then I stayed away from the sweet drinks, and then I went to like whiskey and bourbon and beer, and then I just like completely stopped drinking for a long time. So backcountry preps, what's up, Red? What's up, brother? I'm just doing a short chat. Wife is in the background; she's going back up. Um, Jay Thornton, 64. What's up, brother? Steven. Yeah, we got a little chat going on here, so that's cool, man. I like this. I've always liked that I've had a small channel, and I like the little small live chats. It makes it more personal when you just got several people in here, because then you don't feel like you're overlooked. You don't feel like you know you're forgotten when you got several people on the panel, and you got a lot of people on the sidebar, and everyone's just commenting, just flying up. It's like you can't even really enjoy that. So I may go in here in a second, guys. If you don't mind, I may go in here in a second just because it's getting a little mosquitoes out here. So do y'all mind hanging on? Don't leave. I'm gonna get situated. I'm gonna go put the laptop in there, and I'm gonna leave this running. I'll be back. I definitely want to chat with y'all some more. So just bear with me, okay? Hang on. Ooh. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Sorry for the close up. All right. All right. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Hang on. Red October's here. Red October. I'm here, guys. Hold on. All right. I'm back. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. What do we see? Good to see you live. Yeah, brother, Jay Thornton. Appreciate it. I'm just doing these random things, man. I started this like about a week ago. I decided to go ahead and try it and give it a shot, and seems like it's working out. I got a couple of fan base out there that hopefully enjoy these chats, these random off the wall, these you know, just kind of flying off the top of my seat and seeing what happens. Jay Thornton, insights. Jay Thornton, I hadn't seen you around lately, man. I hope you're doing good. Have you sold the house yet, or are you still doing trying to do your little private business? Um, I thought you were going to go into business venture or something, or get an RV. Anybody watching Fear the Walking Dead? Um, Morgan went over from The Walking Dead to Fear, so I'm checking it out right now. It's a recording, so I don't like to watch it when it comes on because all the commercials. But I'm gonna check that out later once this chat's over. We'll see how long it goes for. Let's see when. Oh, cool! Thanks, Inside. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've known Jay Thornton 64 for a while. Me, him, Sly Tiger, might as well be a couple of the other guys, Chuck. We're all kind of old school friends. We even had some guys that really aren't around anymore these days. But yeah, I got a new job. I still want to get the RV, but yeah, I hear you, man. Should have started at 9:30, 8:30. You talking about me start the chat? It's 8:47 here where I'm at Central Time. Um, yeah, let's see. Yeah, the dogs are just barking up a storm out there, man. Let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to read comments and flip over the screen, see what's going on there. I told some of the other guys, Midas and Sly Tiger and Red Pill and Chuck Connors. I don't know if he left or not. Hey, Tool Monkey. Hey, Tool Monkey. I decided to do a little chat, not to compete with the other chat, but just I was going to do it for about 20 minutes, but now it seems like it's kicking off, and I got some people over here, so just doing a random video thing to just to catch up with you guys, see what's going on, and see what's new. Tr Pepper, is he anyone seen him lately or do it all good? Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm on a live chat. Wife's looking at me crazy. What am I doing? Let's see, let me read that. Got to leave and see if I can. Okay, cool, man. We'll see you later inside, and I'll be here for a little while. So just left him. I don't. Okay, you just left TR. Are you saying? I'm trying to keep up with the comments, guys. Sorry about that. I don't mean to get sidetracked. No, this is not a drink from Sonic. I just used the ice, and then I made my own little drink. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tool Monkey. I kind of figured you and TR were friends because he's mentioned you a couple times and stuff. I think that's how. Bayard Cooler. Hello, Bayard Kadar. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, man. Hello, welcome to the chat. Um, yeah, TR. Back to TR. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. TR is one of those guys. He's just, once you meet him, he's just like, this guy's gonna be my friend for life. He's just one of those cool guys, man. You know, I'm sure. I'm sure he is the same way in person as he is on YouTube. At least I try to be. I try to be what you see is what you get when you meet me, and he's a good man. No doubt. Yeah, Here's a good old redneck guy. He's quiet. Bizza Rizza Jizza has entered the chat. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Sunday night, Fear the Walking Dead. I'm recording it, so that's why I thought I'd do this little chat. Didn't know how long it'd go on or how long I'm going to continue, but I thought I'll do this and then I'll watch Fear. To the nun. To yeah, nope, can't connect. I'm recording it. Yeah. So Bizza, waiting for you to do a video, man, so you can catch people up with your progress on life and where you're at. So don't be gone too long, because then people will forget. They're like, "Who's that dude?" Might not even recognize you when you come back on. So, uh, yep, had a good weekend, Bizza. Just kind of hung out with family. This is the one weekend where we didn't really have plans. We were just kind of going with the flow, seeing what happens, and just trying to enjoy it, and not worry about the hustle and bustle, not worry about doing this, doing that. And even this morning when I went over to my grandfather's, I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get there. If he wants to chat, we'll chat. If he wants to go eat breakfast, we'll go eat breakfast. I'm not gonna rush. Not today. You get exhausted. I think you get exhausted in life as a person when you're just constantly on the go. And I know some people are more chill about it than probably me, because I'm pretty schedule oriented. I like to do things on time. I'm slowly getting away from that. I'm like, when I get there, I get there. When I do it, I do it. But I try to keep on a schedule. I try to do the things I need to do, or at least look at my week and say, okay, I was productive this weekend. I cleaned the garage. I made something. I did this or that for the wife, or we went to go visit some people or something. So I like to be productive on the weekends, because they come and go that quick. Friday's here before you know it. Sunday night's here, and it's like, oh my god, back to work. Um, but I really am trying to just go with the flow and just say, you know what, I'm human. I don't control out there or the time, so you know, I'll do it. I'll get on the road. When I get there, I get there, and when we finish the job, we finish the job. If if I tell so and so, hey, let's meet up, and one or two people don't show up, I can't control that. Whoever is there, I'm going to enjoy their company. I had a cousin who I had kind of sent a message out to the family about just making my rounds, and my cousin was like, I'm waiting," meaning she was waiting for me to come see her too, and I'm thinking, it's the same distance between my house and your house in either direction. But it's funny because people always feel like their lives are more important than everyone else's. And I get it, because you have your own shit to do. But I'm busy too. And that means I got to stop doing things that I want to do or need to do, so that I can pencil you in my schedule and say, okay, let me set aside 2, 3 hours and go see my family member over here or over there. Even though they can come see me and make it easier on me, I'm going to go out of my way to go see them, because if I don't make an effort, this weekend will just go by and then I won't even see them again. So, see, few and far between. Yeah, yeah. To a monkey, it just. I get to the point now. I'm just like, I'm exhausting myself trying to do all the things I need to do. Cut the grass, do housework, run errands, go see my grandfather, do some things on Saturday that I can't do during the weekday, and then you're competing with everyone else out in the street. At the same time, trying to make some time for my wife and just do things that we can do, it just wears me out. And then by the end of the weekend, I'm just like, I'm exhausted, man. Like, I'm tired. And then I get frustrated if there's things that I wanted to do that I can't do. And I'm like, and then I'm just agitated. And then I'm just like, give me a beer, give me something to drink. I need to just chill. Chuck, you keep going and coming, man. I don't know if you're here or not. So hopefully church is over, you're out, and you'll stick around for a little bit. I'm not going to do this chat for 2 or 3 hours long. I can tell you that. So uh, it was going to be like 20, 30 minutes, but now I'm going to shoot for an hour. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. So I will, Steve. I definitely will. My wife has. It's funny because I talk to other couples, family members, or whatever, and when you've been married a long time and the kids have moved out, um, there's things you have now me time, right? There's no kids here, so you have me time to just do what I want to do. And my wife has her shows that she likes to watch. Some of them I like, some of them I don't care for. And I'll say, for example, my wife likes the Gold Rush TV show. She likes the Alaska show. Which I'll watch that, like the Alaska Frontier, uh, the the mountain, people who live out in the mountains or woods. She watched a lot of Animal Planet, the doctors. There's like different doctor TV shows where they take care of the animals, doctor vets or whatever, and some other shows that I really don't care for. But there's times I'll just like, okay, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna sit there next to her. I'll be there right next to her, spend time. But I actually may just be on my computer. But the thing is, I'm there. I'm right next to her. It's all good. So, oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. You got the little ones, Chuck, little kids. So, yeah, definitely tool monkey. You just run out of time, man. It's like, and you think about, I think about life. I think about we're gonna run out of time eventually, right? Regardless of where we're at in life, we're gonna run out of time. Whether it's in your career, whether you didn't accomplish all your goals, whether you were on top of the world and then you had some accident and it just took you out, changed your life totally, and you weren't ready. Um, we're going to run out of time at some point, and you just have to kind of prepare yourself to deal with it. Here's one of the things I'll say, and I'm always analyzing age and life and all that. Um, very observant. Spent a lot of time with my grandfather, but there's an older lady that I work with who's retired, came back to work, doesn't move as fast as maybe she could have or once. And this is no offense, but your mind changes when you get older. You slow down, you process things slower, you move slower. Maybe up here in your mind, you're like, I can do the shit that you do. Like I can still run with the big boys. But in reality is you're that's just not you no more. You just can't function that way. And you have to learn to let things go. You have to learn to say, hey, you know what? I used to be able to produce like 50 of these in 30 minutes or whatever this is you want to call it. At some point, you just have to pass that on to the young generation. Say, hey, look, I know how to do this. If you get stuck or whatever on the machine, I know how to fix it, whatever, but I just physically can't produce these anymore. So you kind of pass on those duties to someone else and say, hey, it's my time is up. And but my coworker that I work with um, is not probably the idea person that we need on our team to do what we do. So he's having a hard time of keeping up, remembering the steps. And it's causing more work for the rest of us to the point where now everyone's just kind of annoyed with this person. And I don't say that in a mean way, but and then my wife was talking with her sister about she's retired. She went back to work, and she's just like, "Oh, I don't know if I can keep up." And I think they're getting frustrated with me because I'm forgetting some stuff or not moving fast enough. And I told my wife, I said that's something for us to think about and learn and say, "Hey, you know what? Yep, getting old sucks, Chuck." And but at some point, you have to prepare yourself to say, When it's time to step down, it's time to step down. Let that shit go. Don't hang on to something that's not you anymore, that you're not able to do. I think we get so caught up in, holding on to this. I can do it. I'm still number one. I'm the best. And instead of just saying, you know what, my time's up. It was fun. It was good while it lasts. I'm gonna pass the baton over to the next person and let the new generation handle that. It's sad to me. It's sad to me when I see people like that, and I'm just watching. I'm thinking, let that shit go, man. You ain't, you ain't it no more. You ain't number one. You ain't fast like you used to be fast. That's gonna be me one day. I know. I'm speaking to the choir, but you gotta let that shit go, and you gotta move on. Let it go. Yeah, I'm just reading the sidebar, side chat. But that's gonna be me too. I mean, I know my day's coming, and I'm gonna be like, I can do it, and I'm gonna prepare myself as much as I can. Say, hey, you know what? I knew this day was coming, and it's just time. It's time to move on. It's time to, let the next generation do what needs to be done. Ooh, fell downstairs, broke a rib because. Oh yeah, yeah. I've almost caught myself a couple times. I mean, I've caught myself luckily a couple times coming down the stairs, and it's like, whoa! I was like, oh, and I just thinking, shit, man. If I would have Man, if I didn't catch myself, I would have rolled down. I would have broke something, hit my head. And it's just freak accidents, man. You hit your head the wrong way, and there you go. You're in a wheelchair or something. So things to always be cautious of, and I'm very cautious of like, I don't know about jumping off that thing anymore. I don't know about climbing on that, flipping over. My body just can't do that kind of thing anymore. Physically, I think I can still do some things that probably people my age probably don't do anymore. But I mean, why chance it? Why? And I've always told people, unless there's a dog chasing me or I'm running away from something, I'm not gonna be jumping off fences and doing all kind of crazy stuff. I'll walk, I'll run fast or whatever, but I'm not gonna be doing all kind of crazy shit just to see if I can do it. Yeah, kids are just their bodies are growing, their bones are developing still, and so it's like they break something, no problem. They're right back together. Yeah, too monkey, you're right, because it's funny how you get hurt, and then it's like the next day you're a little sore, like, man, I'm a little sore, and you're thinking it's not too bad, and then the next day it's like, what the hell? It's like it just creeps up on you. It's like it hurts even more the following day than it did the next day. Let me check on something, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave the camera running. I'm gonna switch over screens real quick. Foreign and domestic. What those guys are talking about. Scotty. All right, I'm back. Yeah, too monkey. There's times I'm like, I'll run upstairs to go get something, and then I get up there and like, what did I come upstairs for? And I'm thinking, what the hell? Is it in that short amount of time? It's like, huh? I knew I was coming in for something, and then I just totally forget. So, yeah, it just comes with age, man. Anybody else out there got something to say, or let me stretch my legs before they go to sleep. Hopefully that camera's not too close. If it is, I'll back it up. I got this thing on my leg and got my leg bent on top of my other one. So let me know if the camera's too close. I'll back it up. It'll be like Steve. Let's see, too steep. Uh, all right, let's see what else we got. Yep, tomorrow's back to work Monday. Got 7 people out there. Tool Monk, you're out there. Insight, Steve. Shout out. Let me give roll call, I guess, like some of the other channels do. Tool Monkey, Insight. We have Steve Foco, Foco. Let me scroll up here and see who else we had. Roll call, Chuck Connors, Bizza. Mm, that's it. Jay Thornton was on here earlier. I don't know if he's still on here. Yeah, so I saw that North Korea and South Korea. Oh, you still here, Jared? Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I saw that North Korea and South Korea made a little treaty. So, hey, you know what? It's if they're willing to, no work for me tomorrow. Cool, Bizza. If countries can learn to get along, that's great for everyone, man. It's just it's better for everyone, and hopefully he'll open up the borders where their families can go back and forth and see each other. Because there has to be some trust in the government. There has to be some trust between the government and the people, or it just turns into communist. Um, and I'm willing to bet that if he opened the doors to let people back and forth between North and South Korea, with border checks, of course, I'm sure. But I'd be surprised that a lot of the North Koreans would go back. They'd go see their family, but they'd come back because their families are there. And as crazy it is as we think it is to say, hey, if that door's open, run and don't go back, that's still their home. Crazy or not. I mean, you think about people that come from other countries that come here for better life or to make money, and at some point they end up still going back home and think, why would you go back home? Probably most don't. They just stay here, but some do want to go back because that's what they know. That's home is where the heart is, and I can't imagine ever leaving the United States to go to another country for a better life or money, and then not want to come back. Uh, but America's different. America's not like those other countries where you know, I mean, we have freedoms. We have the right to bear arms. That hasn't been taken away from us yet. Um, Politicians, campaign season's coming up, and we had a guy come to my door today for one of the candidates, and I'm listening to him, what this guy stands for and what he's against or whatever. Not the guy running because they don't go to the doors; they have supporters, and I'm thinking, okay, I like that idea. I like that idea. And then it gets to the gun part. I was like, I don't really like that idea. And I'm just thinking, if we could have that conversation with people running, I mean, really face to face and say, hey, look, you know what? I'm considering voting for you because I like some of the ideas you have about this and that and, better jobs, whatever. But I'm not too keen on your Second Amendment stance. All the other stuff is a plus. Let's say 9 out of 10. But that one thing that you're against, that's something that I cherish, something that I appreciate. I'm not really big on that. Can we have that conversation? That's something that I wish we, the people, could talk to the politicians or potential politicians that are running to get elected into office. And they don't have that open door policy. They say they do, but I'm talking about really, if I were to say, hey, look, one of your campaign guys came by here and he's trying to sell me on possibly voting for you, but I have some certain issues about that stance. You think they're going to change their stance on that? Probably not. Read some of the comments here. Oh yeah, Chuck Cooners. Next 2 days is chore time. Okay, Chuck. Is yeah, I understand you have to go to bed, man. I'll end this here in about another 10 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it going till an hour, and then I'll shut it down. But let's see. What else I want to say? Um, yeah, life changes, man. Life is always changing for us. That drink is making me feel just about a little bit good, man. I'm just like feeling relaxed. I'm feeling like I'm gonna end this night on a good night and just crash later. Um, you just have to make your time count, man. Life is funny. Life is funny. And today, when I went to have breakfast with my grandfather, I don't know if any of you have a Jim's. It's Jims, Jim's restaurant. If y'all have them in y'all states or not, but in Texas, at least in this area where I'm at, it was a restaurant that has been around for like years. I want to say 50 years. I may be wrong, maybe longer. But it's one of those restaurants that I went with my grandparents growing up. We'd go there like on the weekends, not all the time, but when we did go eat breakfast, that was the place to go. It wasn't Denny's, it wasn't IHOP, it wasn't any other restaurants. It was Jim's, and it's very old looking, very old school, but it's still the same building. And actually, it's a company, so they have several chain restaurants around town. Um, and one of the things I've always enjoyed is just the atmosphere hasn't changed. The setting, the seating is like it's old still. The waiters or waitresses still look like they have the same uniforms from the '80s, which is cool, but not not cool. It's like, man, you need to update your stuff, but that would take away from the character of the actual restaurant gyms. But anyway, we went there, right? And today I saw this. Our waiter was a young guy, white guy, and I always think white Baptist. I used to go to white Baptist when I was young. That's not saying anything racial or anything. Um, when I was a kid, there was a bus that would come through our neighborhood, and my grandparents didn't really go to church, but they believed in. And my grandmother was very religious, like she always prayed the rosary, but she couldn't really take me to church, or I don't know what the situation was, but they offered to pick me up, so they uh, they sent me off, or they got me going to a white Baptist church, and it was all white people, you know, the style of the greasy hair and combed to the side, and the ladies had their dress kind of like not Amish, but just very old school traditional Baptist church, and I really enjoyed that. I mean, they always treated me right. Just I always have good memories going to that church. But this waiter, he kind of reminded me of that generation. He was a young guy, and I was thinking about him. I thought, I wonder if this is a job he really wants to do. Is this really the job that he wants to do, or was he in trouble and they said, "Hey, we'll give you a chance. We'll offer you a chance." And I was thinking about it as I was sitting there eating, and he was like, "Yes, sir. No, sir." But something told me he didn't really want to be there. He didn't belong there. And not that the guy was rude or anything like that. He wasn't. He was very professional. But I saw a tattoo right here, and I thought, I was thinking to myself, and I was assuming, I was thinking, I bet you he had a troubled life. He's been in jail. I just assume, I could be totally wrong. And I thought to myself, this is probably not the job he wants to do, but this is probably the job that's willing to give him a chance, right? And I was thinking about that. I was like, compassion, giving people a chance, even though, they're like, I really don't hire people from prison or people that come out of jail, but I'm going to give you a chance. And to me, I'm thinking, if that was the case, and if I'm right on the money, I'm thinking, good for him for stepping up and saying, "Hey, I need this job. I just need to make some money." A paying job is a job. We all start. Yes, we do. We learn life as yes, we do. To monkey, and I believe in giving people a chance. Uh, I I'm not really big on people screwing me over or doing me wrong, so I try not to put myself in that situation, which ultimately means not giving people that chance to say, "Hey, let's see if you can prove yourself," because I just don't want to go there, and that's wrong. Maybe I need to work on being more compassionate, but I thought, well, good for them. If this is the case and this is the story, and he did mess up, maybe again, it's not the job he wants to do, but he's doing it. And he's like, yes, sir. Would you like more coffee? I could just kind of sense maybe that was not the job for him. But we all got to start somewhere. Right? We all need a job. We got to make money. We mess up in life. We just want a second chance. We just want a chance to just start over and just say, hey, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I messed up and I just need a chance. I need to make some money. I need to get off, get on my feet again. So, um, what else? Just a few more minutes, guys. Anything else you want to say? If you want to do an outro, if you want to ask me something, if there's something you want to share with the group, whoever's watching, one of got 4 people, it says. I don't know how accurate that is, but is there anything you guys got out there? A couple more minutes before I shut it down. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. I'll say this: I'm going to continue doing these one-man shows. I actually I like it. I enjoy it. I just got to set time aside to do the chats. They're going to be random chats. I'm not going to be like every Monday night at 9 o'clock. Be here, be square. Same bad channel, same bad place. I'm just going to come on live. I try to think about you guys on the East Coast or West Coast, or I think most of you guys that I know or that within the circle are on the East Coast. So you guys are about an hour ahead of me. So I figure when I get on, it's reasonable time. I'm good. I hope you all have a good weekend. Chin up. That's right, Tool Monkey. But I'm just going to do these random chats. So I hope that y'all enjoy it. I know I'm not the greatest. Um, and I know that I may just be randomly talking, but I like to come up with shit as we go along. Glad I made it. Good chat. Thanks for Jared. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Is that one of your signs? Yeah, I do. I have this one. Uh, I made. Yeah, I made that one a while back, and I actually have a couple over there. Some hearts. Let me show you if you don't mind. I'll share this live with you. Hang on. I'm gonna show y'all something here. Ugh, getting old. Getting old. Red's getting old. All right, let's see if I can get this here. I got these here that I made. A couple of these hearts right there. I just made them. I just start making shit that whatever I like to make, and then hopefully somebody will buy one. I got 2 that are blank there on top, and I made a arrow one. There's another one I made on the. Luckily, my wife likes a little bit of the artwork. She's like, "Yeah, I'll hang it up." I'm waiting for her to get sick of it and just say, "Hey, I want to switch it up," or can you put something else up there? So while all that light is just brighten everything up. Uh, yeah, so the artwork has kind of gotten a little slow. It's I don't know. I haven't been selling anything lately. I don't know if there's just a lot of competitors out there or just people just not into wood buying as much as they were. But excuse me, guys. That's a reflex. So yeah, I just whatever floats my boat, is whatever I feel like just making, and sometimes I get a fire lit up my ass. I'm just like, man, I'm gonna make that. But today I made one of those arrows, those wood arrows that you see like at a Hobby Lobby store, Michaels, or that sell like wood products, like stuff like this that you'll find. And I said, I'm gonna make my own arrow. I'm gonna see if I can do it. I had been, and it's not hard. It's just getting the right angle cuts and the rectangle cuts for the arrow tip, and then there's so much stuff out there on Pinterest. I mean, anybody can look it up, and just with some tools and imagination. I tell people most of it's up here. Some of it's you got to use your hands, of course, for sanding, cutting, angles, screws, gluing. I mean, just your hands are your crafts, right? These are your tools. But the real brain behind the operation is up here. It's imagination. And one of the things I'll say about the woodwork is I have to remind myself that perfection is not my cup of tea. If I try to be, if I try to have perfection in what I do, what happens is I get frustrated and I'm like, I didn't cut that right, or then I'm like, oh, I can't get this perfect, and I have to tell myself, you know what, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. If I mess up on a cut, just fix it. The blueprints are up here. They're not on paper. They're not on what I. If I were to go buy, if somebody hands me a piece of paper with measurements, that's not the way to do it. For me, I don't do it like that. My blueprints is all up here, and I just build as I go along. It's worked for me. It's even my wife would be like, "That don't look right," and I'll make a correction. And I always have to tell her, "This is not cookie cutter. I'm not a shop. I don't have a machine where I put in the measurements and it's like it cuts everything perfect. It's all up here. It's original. So sometimes it sells, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on who the buyer is. But all right, guys, I'm feeling tired. My eyes are just like, ugh. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I do appreciate you guys that it says three people are left. So, hey, I started off with three. I'm ending with three. So have a good night. God bless. I appreciate it, guys. My wife doesn't get like who's listening to me or who would want to watch his videos, but you guys do. So have a great night, Monday, bro. Have a great Monday, bro. Yes, you too, Tool Monkey. Thanks for stopping by. Jared, Inside, Jay Thornton, all you guys out there. Have a good one. Red October out. Oh.